I'm so grateful that we actually put this on the album, because it was a song that I didn't want to share with people because it's personal. And but some people heard it and they said, I really think you should share this song with people, and I'm so glad that I did. And I don't say all that stuff about this song because it has anything to do with me, because I believe that everything we do here is about God's glory, period. I'm not anything. I'm nothing apart from Him, and I'm so blessed to sing songs that He gives us and lays on our hearts. And this song really reflects my marriage at a point in time. My wife and I have been married for 9 years. We've got 2 little girls, Emmy and Claire, and we have a 3rd baby boy named Bowen on the way. And 4 out of the 5 of us are husbands and fathers, and our families are growing. Actually, Chris and his wife Dominique are about to have their 2nd baby in a couple of weeks. And so between my wife and I, Chris and Dominique, and then Pete and Melissa, who's not here, we have 3 Sanctus real babies in 4 weeks. It's going to be wild, but it's going to be exciting. I mentioned that my wife and I shared our 9th wedding anniversary last week, and we've been together for almost 11, and so much of that has been rich and wonderful. And but this has been the best year of our lives together, because we made it over a mountain. See, at our 7-year mark, which I hear is kind of a magical number for a lot of people, it seemed like we were just having conflict all the time. It felt like we were just fighting and at each other a lot of times over the silliest things. And it got to a place where I remember being in the room together, just looking at one another with tears in our eyes, just not understanding or knowing how we could connect again. And we decided on that day, in that moment, that we were going to stop fighting each other and start fighting our pride, start fighting our selfishness, and start learning how to serve each other again. And really started fighting for our marriage, because we believed that divorce wasn't an option for us. We wanted to stay together and make it last for a lifetime. And so I remember a couple months after we made this decision and started talking with some godly people who were counseling us and digging into some resources, going to some seminars. I remember my wife sat me down and she says, look, we've got all the intentions in the world, especially you've got all the intentions of being a great husband and a great father. But look, I need you to start putting all that into action and being a better spiritual leader for me. And man, I'll tell you, it crushed me, because I did. I had all those intentions my whole life of the kind of man I was going to be for my wife, that I was going to pray with her and lead her in the Word and invest in her emotionally and spiritually in the way that she needed it. And I knew that I had failed, not intentionally, right, because I had great intentions, but that doesn't matter. And it crushed me, because I was like, all these intentions I've had my whole life mean absolutely nothing, because I wasn't disciplined at investing in that way in my wife and my kids. And it was a huge wake-up call for me that day. I was able to just go before her and just ask her to forgive me for not leading like I should. I went before the Lord. I spent some time in prayer, and I just said, Father, I need you so bad. I want to be this man. I need you to help me have the strength and the discipline to start living this out. And that day, something in my heart changed. I can't describe it, but He did. He gave me the strength, and He gave me the song. I started picking up my guitar, and I started singing the heart of my wife, and I started singing the heart of my kids. And the song had turned into a beautiful prayer of a father and a husband saying, Lord, so many times I know my wife and my kids might feel alone in this life, and I don't want them to feel that way. They can't do it without me, but I can't do this without you. I can't lead my family unless you lead me. And I'll tell you, our marriage has grown so much now that we've really learned how to be disciplined in putting Jesus Christ back at the center of our everyday life. And there's a prayer in this song that I would ask every parent, especially fathers and husbands, to make your prayer. It says, Father, give me the strength to be everything I'm called to be. Show me the way to lead. Won't you lead me? And I pray that's the prayer of our hearts. You see, I'm going to say one more thing before we play this song. I'm pretty young. I'm 30 years old, and a lot of of people my age and a lot of men in general, we're chasing our dreams. We're trying to climb the ladder. We want to be successful. We want to be respected, you know, but there's always out in the world where we invest so much of our time and energy, there's always going to be somebody who makes more money, who's more successful, who's more effective at their work or ministry, and it's always going to be frustrating because we'll never reach the top rung. There's only one place where every single man can be number one. That's in his own home with his wife and kids. That's where we should invest the rest, the best of our lives, right there. And so with that, I'll leave you with that thought. This song is called Lead Me. I see my beautiful wife always smiling, but on the inside I can hear her saying, lead me with strong hands, stand up when I can't, don't leave me, hungry for love, chasing dreams. Show me you're willing to fight, that I'm still the love of your life. I know we call this our home, but I still feel alone. I see the faces looking their innocent. They're just children from the outside. I'm working hard. I tell myself they'll be fine. They're independent, but on the inside I can hear them saying,